Hi, I'm John Mayfield, the real estate tech guy, with another Global Real Estate School podcast. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for joining. It has been a while since I've done a podcast. In fact, I need to find out which episode this is. So I'm going to pull that up very quickly, because I always like to tell you what episode we are on, and this is episode 070, our 70th podcast, and thanks for joining. It has been a busy and a crazy month. Of course, we had Thanksgiving in there, which we are all very grateful for and appreciate that. And then we've been busy at work here at Global Real Estate School getting approved for the state of Oklahoma, and we have our school approved. And I had to take the exam yesterday, and I actually had to make an 85% in order to finish out the approval process. So yes, I did pass. Congratulations, John. And I did much better than 85%, but still missed a few questions. But I'm here to tell you it is a challenging, difficult exam, and I teach and go over this information all the time. But the good news is I didn't see anything on the exam that we do not cover in the course, and so I'm grateful and thankful for that. But we are approved in Oklahoma now, and we will have our information on the school site here very shortly, and we're working on several other states. So because of studying for the exam, knowing I had to make an 85% pass rate, I was busy, staying very busy with that information. But anyway, life's getting back to normal, and we want to get back to more podcast because I enjoy doing the podcast. And I actually I've had a couple of emails from folks who tell me they enjoy the podcast as well. So thank you for that. Thanks for subscribing, and always appreciate any kind of feedback you can give us in the comments. So I want to talk about a rescission agreement. That's right, a rescission agreement. I guess maybe I always mention that they took phonics out of school when I was a kid, and I've been forever taunted. So I may have pronounced this as a rescission, but I'm almost positive it's rescission agreement. And what is a rescission agreement? Well, I was looking in the Language of Real Estate, a great book by John Riley that I've always gone to for as a resource when I'm looking up definitions, or I want to really make sure I understand the terminology, and John does just a phenomenal job, and it's a great book. So I'm going to quote a little bit from John's book and tell you what a rescission agreement is, or the word rescission. And it basically means it's the legal remedy of canceling, terminating, or annulling a contract and restoring the parties to their original positions. So if you had a buyer and a seller, or a tenant and a landlord, and there was a rescission agreement, and you saw this on the exam, you just need to remember that it basically is canceling the contract and returning everyone to their original positions as before there was no contract that existed. So nobody owes anybody anything else. It's just a canceled agreement, and everybody's returned back to their original positions. Rescission agreement. I'm here to tell you, understanding and knowing the definitions plays a huge role in passing that examination. As I went through the exam, there were many instances where you needed to know the definitions in order to apply that to the questions that were being asked. So be sure and go over those definitions. Very good. We have flashcards at Global Real Estate School. You can go through those flashcards. They're very good. We also have some practice exams that you can purchase at Global Real Estate School, and a lot of other great study aids that we are working on. And hopefully we will be approved in a state where you are located very soon. As always, I appreciate you listening to the podcast. Don't forget what a rescission agreement is. That's right. It's canceling the agreement and returning everybody to where? To their original state before the contract existed. Well, as always, thanks for listening. Give us a great 5-star thumbs up, some nice comments, and subscribe to our podcast as well. We also do live streaming at helpmepasstherealestateexam.com. We normally do those on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Just make a note or set an appointment in your phone and go over there on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, and we should begin at that time or sometime shortly thereafter. Thanks again. Go out and make it a great day. Thank you for listening to the podcast for Global Real Estate School. I'm John Mayfield, the Real Estate Tech Guy. Go out and make it a great day.